Yeah, right there. Can you hear me right now? Can you hear me right now? Okay, hold on.
Can you guys hear me now? I think everybody should be able to hear me now correctly. But it's not just going to be loud. I think my mic died or something. I don't understand. Hold on. Give me a second before I continue. Yeah, I don't know why this thing is that heavy. So anyway, back to what we're doing. So I said, remember what we did on gold the last time? What we did on gold this past Sunday. I said if gold can be able to break this low, if gold can be able to close below this low, we should see some sales drop more. The next level will be here. But in the case that it weak past it, anything that makes it weak past it, it means it's just a liquidity. You understand? So you should begin to look for buys on your lesser time frame, because it means that the buys will continue on the lower time frame. Just going to mean that the buy will continue, and it's just it's pretty much very simple. And as you can see, we start seeing the higher the highs, the lows, the higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and a new higher low. So you should expect that buy to happen. Till we get to around this area. That buy, we should be expecting that buy till we get to around this area. You get it? So that buy should happen till we get to around this area. So that's what we're talking about. But right now, I think gold is still very much bullish. My best bet for a buy continuation is this place, this low here. So if it breaks past that low, the next option, the other place we'll be looking at would be this other block here, this place here. Understand? So that's just like the two places I'm looking out for buys. But here should be, because since we're already, this is getting close to New York section, though gold sometimes can drop drastically. But if it's not going to drop drastically, if it's going to drop drastically, we're likely going to see it here. But if it's not, we're likely going to see some drops back to this place, which is also still a probability, because as this thing is going, I just feel like New York session, it can just continue with the buys. But currently I'm expecting it to sweep, because this place is for me is liquidity. It's just to take it out, then bounce off from here before buy. So that's for gold. Then for BTC, the sell, I wish we did live trading yesterday, we would have probably caught some sales from here. But currently I'm looking at it to start giving some higher highs on BTC. So there's no setup on it. This is like my favorite thing to trade. So I want to see break past this high, then I'll begin to look for buy setup on BTC. So first of all, I needed to break past this high. But otherwise, I think sell is going to make more sense on this guy. Just look for more sales. Do you get it? On Bitcoin. So because it's heavily bearish. So until you begin to see higher highs, before you can begin to take some buys, and it needs to break past this high, to be honest, before you can see some buys, before you can be confident to take that buy. But for now, there's nothing going on BTC. Then I have this, I'm looking to trade NAS. I'm looking to trade NAS. This is the P I'm looking to trade this New York session. I've been studying it a lot. That's what I've been using my time to do these past few days. I've not really been looking, because there's no much setup on currency pairs except gold and gold and Bitcoin. And Bitcoin hasn't really been moving the way I want it. So I've been looking at NAS a lot to go into NAS. So for New York session, this is the P I'm likely looking to trade. So I think it might form, for me, I think it might form a low here, a W pattern, then buy. So I'm still looking to buy from here on NAS, because I think it has like a fair value gap to fill up, then probably go to this level. So that's my, I'm looking at NAS, so look to trade, to buy on NAS. That's what I'm looking out for, to buy on NAS 100. This New York session. So this is actually where I'm looking to buy from at this price. Do you understand? I'm looking to buy from at this price. So this is a very tight trade though. It's not too much. So you can just keep an eye on it. This is like supposed to be what we should trade this live for this live. So probably or look at your take probably can be here, also can be here. It just depends on how you want it. So this is my trade for New York session last 100. Then GBP USD2, I kind of like want to see it push up to this area. Yes, sir. I want to see a reaction from this. I know it's going to buy. I know it's going to keep buying. I know it's going to keep buying. But at the same time, to be honest, I promised myself to take reversal, so I'm not going to call that sell on I'm not going to take any sell on GBPUSD because it's heavily bullish. This is on an uptrend on GBPUSD. This is heavily an uptrend, so I'm not looking to try to trade a reversal, a sell on this. So I'm not giving a setup on GBPUSD, but this is just for, I'm just testing out something here. So, but heavily on buys, and where I have the buys, I can't really see any buy setup for now on GBPUSD on my ends. Now, Hero Card eats TP from the sell zone. I know some people set a sell limit on this guy, and they made their money from it, but we didn't catch the sell limit. And also, I'm not still looking to take a buy, because if it respected this place, which is a higher time frame zone, yes, this is also a higher time frame. Where it's rejecting from this low is also a higher time frame zone. You understand? But I think this sell-off from here is a sign that it wants to switch bearish. So I'm not going to be trusting any buys around this level. That's why I don't want it. It's because this guy is even like a buy setup, but I don't want to call it buy because of where price is coming from. So I think it might switch bearish because of that. So that's for Euro Card. So I'm not going to look for buys. Instead, I'm just going to wait and see what happens next. And you can see it's giving more of lower lows. It's giving more of lower highs than higher highs. So NZD card, nothing here. I previously had a setup, a scalping setup yesterday, but it's invalid on this. GBP JPY, nothing. I don't have anything on this. I don't have anything on GBP NZD. It's just a bearish market. It's nothing much. Like most currency pairs are really not giving. Currency pairs this January and February are really not giving any like good setups. You understand? They are really not giving like any clear setup. If they are just buying straight up. If they are just selling, they are just tanking. Except probably they are scalping or day trading. Now for a swing trade, I think I have something on Euro USD. You understand? I have this on Euro USD for swing trading. So let's see how it goes. I have this on Euro USD. So this is one setup I have on Euro USD. Currently at this level for buys, but also the higher high, we have the demand zone here. Also from the daily, you even see it on the daily. You have this demand zone here. Then you also have like break of structure. So and then on the lower time frame, you could clearly see your liquidity, structural liquidity here. So that's just it on Euro USD. AUD USD, I don't really have much on this. So, but the only setup I'm looking to trade today is that NAS. I'll still go back to it in a bit. I was trying to keep my eyes on it. I want it to drop into this zone. I feel like it can drop back inside here. So I want it to drop inside there before I take any action on that thing. Where were we? Euro AUD, nothing. Euro NZD, nothing. CHF JPY. Do I? No, I don't have anything on CHF JPY. GBP card, nothing. There was a setup on GBP card that I failed to see last week. So it's already played out. I supposed to buy. We're supposed to buy on GBP card. I didn't see this last week. So it happened. It started playing out last week Friday. So means the GBP card buys. USD JPY, I don't have anything. I have something on. This was the setup on AUD JPY, which we had since, but it's kind of like, for me, it's kind of like invalid because you can see it not get to the entry and it's just buying. So it's like just delete it. I'm going to delete the alert on this. So just delete your pending orders on this guy, on this AUD JPY. Then card JPY, I have something on card JPY, but it's going to be invalid if once it breaks above this place. Alright, so I'm still looking at it for buys. Card JPY, I have a buy on card JPY here. I've set an alert, but I did not just give the pending order yet because I'm still watching the structure. It's not yet ready. Well, I have a buy setup here on card JPY on this level. I have a buy setup here on this. So then AUD NZD, nothing. GBP nothing. GBP CHF, obviously we have this pending order on GBP CHF, which is coming from a higher time frame. The general structure of this market is bearish. General structure is really bearish on this market. Then also everything is just kind of like making sense for me here. We have this high, take out this high, then you have your liquidity, you have your so this setup is still valid. I still have my pending order on GBP CHF. Then Euro JPY, I have a buy setup on Euro JPY here. So I have a buy setup on Euro JPY here. So I'm looking at buys. I don't know if I send this, but let me send this now. Okay, the reason why I didn't send this was because I'm waiting for one more confirmation. There's a reason why I remember I didn't send this. So I'm waiting for a confirmation for the entry on this Euro JPY. But there's a buy setup on it. So but it's not yet complete. So I'm waiting for something on this Euro JPY before I can set a limit order on it. The AED card, there's nothing. There's literally nothing on currency pairs like these days. It's literally nothing on currency pairs. You hardly see setup. Then card CHF. This was the one I found today. I saw this setup today. So this is another one we set pending order on. We're likely to trade this. We are going to trade, but I don't think it's going to play out today, but it's to play out this week. So there's another setup we are going to trade this week. You understand? Card CHF. So we have pending orders on this. I dropped this on the Telegram channel. This card, I think card CHF and what did I drop order on? Card CHF. I drop order on card CHF only. Yeah, card CHF only. So this is the only setup I have orders on card CHF. Then NZD CHF nothing. AU CHF nothing. There's nothing. There's like literally no setup like on most currency pairs. They are just dropping, and there's very low volatility on them. Very low volatility on most of these setups. So you're probably going to be waiting for NFP to come. So that's why I have eyes only on NAS. So this is like the only setup I'm like looking to trade today. So this is like the only setup I'm looking to trade today. So NAS usually moves during New York session. New York session will start by 3:30. So that's when NAS usually moves very well during New York session. So that's probably what we are waiting for. NAS 100. This buy set. I didn't send this out because I'm also going to use an entry confirmation for it. This NAS 100. I didn't want to use a buy limit. I wanted us to trade it live, like just live trading. So that's all we are going to wait for. If you guys have any questions, let's see. If you have anything to ask me, you can ask me if you have any questions. Let's go. Is there any questions? Is there any setup you have in mind you want to show us? Any setup? Any setup you guys have in mind that you want to show us? Okay, so we're just going to patiently wait for NAS 100. Then that'll be what I'll be trying live today. I'm looking for buys on it. I'm looking for kind of like buys on this guy. But let's see how it plays out. So how is you guys trading week going, by the way? How is everybody trading week going? How is you guys trading week going? Dr. MG here. can't hear you guys if you're speaking. Yeah, okay, you're in the office. Okay. Let's see for Nas. Nas is rejecting back up. We just want to get to the entry. So the reason why I'm taking Nas is because it's heavily bullish. Like the structure of this market is just is like an uptrend, generally speaking. You understand? So the first entry triggered on Monday. I wanted to trade it live too, but I wasn't able to trade it live with you guys. This was the first entry for Nas. But so I still think it hasn't hit its overall take profits. That's why I'm looking to re-enter. You understand? It hasn't hit the overall take profits. And though looking at this, the stop loss should be somewhere here, low key, to be honest. Looking at this, but I don't want to swing it. I just want to scalp. I'm not looking to swing trade this guy or day trade. I just want to scalp on it and see how it goes. So because it's very volatile during New York session. Like you see, this was a move during New York on Monday. This was a move during New York yesterday. So let's see what is going to happen today, which I think is going to buy. Me personally, I think it's going to buy. But let's see. So this is like a re-entry for the swing setup. It's like a re-entry for the swing setup. Then also, mind you, there's one thing you need to watch out for. That's why I said I need a confirmation. There's something you need to watch out for. This NAS has a main entry here, a proper swing entry here, and also what do you guys see here? This is similar to what GBPNZ did. You can see the double top. Do you get it? I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. This is double top. This double top is a reversal sign for sales. And on a serious note, this guy is a reversal sign for sales. Same thing that happened on GBPNZ, which I don't want to even ignore. So this same thing that happened on GBPNZ, which I don't want to ignore. That's a reversal sign for sales. Even though the setup is heavily bullish, if I take it to GBPNZ, you see what I'm basically talking about. Hold on, I'll show you guys. So if you come to the daily on this guy, you will see it here. So you guys can see the triple top that caused, you can see how it pushed GBPNZ down. But NAS 100 too is quite different. It's just double top. But it's also a strong reversal sign. You get it? But it's heavily also bullish, which GBPNZ2 was also bullish. That's how we lost our first trade of the year. So the same thing here. So that's why you have to, if I even entering this, you have to be careful. And also, it's a scalping trade. Not something that you want to risk too much on. You understand? I've already showed you where price is coming from. Remember, market structure always before your technical analysis. You understand? So where price is coming from is also always very important on this trade. I don't know if you guys get it. Yeah, for good, like I said, I was expecting it to come back here, but I doubt if it's going to drop. But let's see, and let's see what do we have for news. Sorry, we have something for news. We have NFP on Friday. It's NFP on Friday. Well, today is Wednesday. What do you have today for news? We have PMI by 4. Oh, there. We have PMI by 4. We have PMI by 4. Then we have. That's all we have today. Then on Friday we have NFP. So NFP is going to be. I pray it's quite volatile. Let it reset the market, because market is all these currency pairs are slow and there's no volatility in them these days. Number 2, and their price action is very shitty. Like this year, from January till now, we have the most shittiest. This is like the worst price action I've seen in a. I don't think I've seen this kind of price action. Even last year had better like this. By this time last year, there were a lot of settors playing now. January, February, settors, March, April, like good times last year. Early 2025, if people are even talking about early 2025, settors were playing. Now, normal currency pairs are even giving proper setup. You understand? BTC is just moving. As some days, random days, it just drop. It's random days, it just spike. So like the volatility and price action these days is very, very, it's not as good as before. So you have to be careful and you have to pay attention to every low and every high. That's why I'm not ignoring these equal highs on NAS 100. I'm not going to ignore it. So before I even see a buy, I have to be very, very sure on that buy before we even take it. So I'm not going to ignore these equal highs because you can't ignore every high and every low. You understand? On while trading, if you look at this too, this gave a lower low and it came back again to this place, failed to break. In fact, I don't even think this buy might play out low key because I'm just seeing something now. If you look at this, you can see this high gave a lower low, right? So now price came back here to give an equal high. So now this equal high might be to continue for what? For more sales. So now it's respecting here, just obviously respecting because it's a low. So it might just keep on continue selling. You understand? So on this particular pair, but if I see a candlestick confirmation, we might enter it, but otherwise I'm not going to enter this buy. So these days you have to pay attention to every high or low. You understand? And it's only gold that has been pretty much straightforward. I've been giving you guys the structure of gold, what you should always expect. I always say it. If gold fail to break this low, that was on the higher time frame. If you go fail to close above it on the daily, you should below it. You shouldn't be looking for sells, buys. And also, if you look at gold now, it's kind of like feeling, it's as if it's coming here to fill up what? There's a fair value gap here, which is coming there to fill. And that's which I just saw now. So looking at this now, it's filling up this fair value gap. Let's see what happens. Let's see. So it's coming to fill up that place. Do you get it? It's coming to fill up that area, that fair value gap. It might actually make it reverse. So this is another thing you can do. This time when you guys are here, we saw this together. So if you see gold start rejecting from here and start giving you lower lows, I bet you should start taking that sell because it can eventually, it's eventually likely take out the first low you should be worried about is here. Once you start giving you that lower lows, the first low you should be worried about is here. The second low, if it breaks past here, then you know that it's going to take out this low. Do you understand? So that's what you guys should be worried about on gold right now. So right now I don't think buying is quite, I won't advise you guys to buy until you see it, except it breaks past that high and starts giving you more higher highs, because from what I've seen, these guys can likely start giving you on the higher time frame. It's likely more like trying to fill up that fair value gap there. So it's likely going to start, it can start giving you some sell setups on your lower time frame, your lower lows. So if you start seeing that lower lows on your 30 minutes or your lower time frame, I bet you start looking for that sell, start looking for your sells on it, sell entry. But wait to see that market structure shift. You understand? Wait to see market structure shift towards bearish before you start selling. So but you already know, you already have your zone, you're already anticipating the sell, but wait to see it. Don't guess. You understand? Don't this try, because price action is crazy, so try as much as possible not to be doing predicting. Try as much as possible to follow what price is doing instead of predicting what price is doing. You understand? So I think I've tried for you guys today on the live. I'll give you guys insights of what I'm looking out for. So I have good setups on car CHF, which I'll be taking. This one doesn't need any confirmation. You just need to enter it as soon as it triggers. I've told you guys set a buy limit on this. So this one and this doesn't need any confirmation, but now 100, I'm waiting for that entry confirmation before I jump on it. Everybody